Hello, Sluggers fans, and welcome to your Week 10 game here between the Hannah Spitballs and the Justin Lips. I'm all by myself today. The Justin Lips come in first in the East at 6-1. The Hannah Spitballs second in the East at 3-4. While this is not a must-win game for Hannah, it would give her a measure of an advantage over Logan, who she plays next week. Blue Pianta is going to pitch to Red Toad here to kick off our game. This is a rematch of the Week 1 affair where Justin beat Hannah by a score of 14-1. Blue Pianta, 14.58 ERA, currently one of the worst ERAs among qualified pitchers. Red Toad, a single there to add on to his 650 batting average. A great diving grab there by Blue Critter, who's going to turn two. Yellow Pianta, 714, hits into the double play, and now Blue Toad, a 614 batter. And hit that up over the head of Magic Hoopa there. And that looks like it'll be a double for Blue Toad. He's going to try and go three, stops, and he's going to go back into second. He totally could have made third base there. But it will be Yellow Toad. Now, he's been the best of the Toads by far. A 744 hitter, 2 home runs. That's amazing because he doesn't have chemistry. And he's going to send that back to left field. A very strange buddy jump there is going to result in an RBI double for Yellow Toad. I don't really know what happened. Maybe they got caught on the wall somewhere. I don't know what they hit. So it will be a starred Petey Piranha up to bat here. He looks like he's going to star swing, which I hate. Alright, thank you, Petey. Going to send that back to deep left field off the wall. So it'll be a very long single for him that will score Yellow Toad, making it a 2-0 game for the Lips. Petey Piranha is having quite possibly the greatest single season of all time up to this point. He's batting 762, he has 15 home runs, and an astonishing 53 RBIs, which is 10 more than the current 10-game record. He's only through 7 games. As the Grinch going to send that back to the wall, they don't look like they're getting back very fast for it. Going to be caught there. Adding on to Petey Piranha's impressive batting stats, 72 putouts, which I believe leads the league this season. He has been absolutely dominant on both sides of the ball, and that's why he is a top 2 player in WAR. Of course, Yellow Pianta being the main starter for the Justin Lips 6-1 team. He takes the other spot with his impressive ERA, as he is the starting pitcher here, an ERA of 4.25. A leadoff single there for Wiggler, a 659 hitter. He has 3 doubles on the year. He could add to that total here. Waluigi up to bat's going to hit it to the Grinch, who's going to turn 2 with that chemistry with Petey Piranha. So a starred Blue Critter with nobody on is going to send that back deep to the wall and foul. Blue Critter lining out there to the Grinch, the sole me on the Justin Lips team that plays. So now Yoshi up to bat, received in that trade, the Wiggler for Yoshi trade between the Lips and Spitballs earlier in the season. Both teams have benefited mightily from the swap. Wiggler obviously batting 659, very comparative to Yoshi's 622. But Yoshi has been a nice pitcher. He hasn't had to do it much. Yellow Pianta has pitched quite a bit, but he has gone in thus far for 14 innings, some of those on Hannah's squad, as Birdo, with a single there, very nearly gets thrown out. So Toadette Toadette, who was traded to the Spitballs, traded back to the Lips in a different trade. Batting .583, is going to use a star to find the gap there. The POW going to hit the Shy Guy. The bomb going to hit the Shy Guy. It's a bases clearing RBI single for Toadette, who has played very, very well this year. Hello, Parker and Harrison. And now Evan.
It's the stream.
Didn't even realize I wasn't streaming. Top of the lineup, Red Toad up to bat, hits it up the middle for a single. Blue Peon's in a bit of trouble. They're going to take him out here, adding on to his quite bad ERA, 14.58. Yellow Pianta hit into a double play his last time up. The excellent reliever Waluigi comes into pitch.
Yeah, what a sick field y'all are playing on.
Yeah. This was Hannah's pick for her home game. Base is going to be loaded here for Blue Toad. Now, he is the worst batting of the Toads thus far, but he has 21 RBIs this season. And he's going to find over the head of Critter.
Who did they lose to?
The conga line's going to continue.
Oh.
And Minion having trouble getting to the ball there. Going to toss out Yellow Pianta at home. Close play, maybe. Yellow Pianta's going to slide in safely. A bases clearing triple for Blue Toad. So a 7-0 lead right off the bat here for the Lips. It's getting dire here for the Spitballs. Make that 8-0. Petey Piranha back to right center field. It looks catchable, though it is high. And yes, they will make the grab. So good play out there from Cookie Monster and Blue Shy Guy.
Guys.
And we'll bring up the Grinch. Now, the first two seasons, Waluigi has been an excellent pitcher, probably top 3 in both Season 1 and Season 2. He's been struggling here. Not really sure why, because Hannah does have the middle infielders to assist him in that matter, but it's just been a down year for him. We'll see Minion into Blue Pianta. Spitballs have 5 stars, start chipping away at that lead. Now, Yellow Pianta does have 3 complete games so far this season. Justin Lipp said it's 6-1. They've already made the playoffs, and a win here, I believe, would clinch them the Eastern Division.
How does Hardtails not work?
Oh no, the bobble by Yellow Toad out in right field means Minion and Blue Pianta are going to reach, rounding the bases to third. And we're going to have runners at the corners with nobody out. So routine play there, bobbled in the outfield. That's his first error of the season. Striking out looking is Cookie Monster. He never swings the bat there. Glued to his shoulder, you're going to have Magikoopa, who does love to use that star hit. Going to use one here. Going to find just over the head of Petey Piranha. It'll be an RBI single. Make that a fielder's choice. But it will score a run, the first of the game for the Spitballs. They're on the board. One thing Justin hasn't really had to worry about is his pitching depth, whereas Hannah, after she gets past her third pitcher, her outfield tends to go in the game. I think the game favors Mies, though it's not official. It's got to be hidden, that code somewhere. Nice catch from Birdo there. Makes it 8-1 through 2. You're going to have Yoshi, Birdo, and Toadette up to bat, the 7, 8, 9 hitters. Five stars for the Lips. They're going to decide not to use them here. A dainty pop fly out to Blue Shy Guy, who gets hit with 2 bombs. Good defense there from Blue Pianta as Berto lines out to the third baseman.
First out here.
Berto, a 512 hitter. She has one double, one home run on the season, but that is all. A far cry from her season 1 dominance. The Lips will go 1-2-3 here in the top of the third. Good defense there from the Spitballs, though they're going to need to have Waluigi out there for the long haul. Their pitcher only goes 1. Shy Guy now a 452 hitter, 5 RBIs on the season through 14 hits, no extra base hits yet. He's their emergency pitcher occasionally, a 36 ERA, though only 1 inning pitched, thankfully. Wiggler's been the main star of the show. He was an all-star this season. 1 of 3 for Hannah as that ball hit to straightaway center, caught by Blue Toad. There were 3 All-Stars from each side in the All-Star game. Petey Piranha, obviously, for the Lips, joined Yellow Pianta and Yoshi. Whereas the Spitballs had Waluigi, Wiggler. Wow. And Magikoopa. Top of the lineup here for the Lips. Waluigi tired. Not a good sign for him going deep. Waluigi has only pitched 16 innings through 7 games thus far. He's been a short reliever on a team that desperately needs a long reliever. He's going to leave the game already. That's going to bring in Magikoopa. And after that, Hannah's going to go to potentially her outfield to pitch. Lipianta up to bat. He's going to send that to deep right field, tracking towards the pole. Foul. Girl's just outside there. Is going to watch a third strike travel right on by. It's Magikoopa's first strikeout of the season. Fielder's choice there, going to take out Red Toad because of the POW. Did save the double play to bring up Yellow Toad, who is leading the league in batting average at 744 this season. Actually, I lied. Bowser's batting 800. Harrison, what have you been feeding him? Petey Piranha got a star hit once again instead of swinging for the fences. It's going to cost him. 3 at-bats. He's 1 for 3 with no home runs. He is currently chasing the all-time single-season record for home runs, which sits at 19 by King K. Rool. He has 3 games left to hit 4 home runs to at least tie it. Not adding on to it here in any meaningful way thus far. Blue Pianta finds a gap there. It looked like Blue Toad could have gotten to that ball, but a little slow will bring up Cookie Monster, who struggled mightily to start the season, though has turned it around. He's batting .371 when once he was hitless. Again, this game not a must-win for the Spitballs, but if they don't win here today, they must beat Logan next week. They won't technically be out of it if Logan were to beat them. However, they would need Logan to lose to Irene, which Irene sits currently at 1-7. And Magikoopa gonna hit one over the fence. That trails to left field, and it's his first of the season. His first extra base hit of the season, even. 8 games deep. And it does. It does curl right over the line there. Gonna make it 8-3. I don't think we can show that on YouTube. We'll bring up Sands. Hannah having a little more fight in this game than she did in the last game. Blue Shy Guy, another of Hannah's members that do not have an extra base hit, finds Red Toad's glove in left field, so they cut the lead by 2 here in the 4th, and it will be the 6, 7, 8 hitters, the Grinch, leading off in the top of the 5th. Diving catch by Blue Critter there. Blue Critter's been an excellent defensive player. He does make the occasional error, but he has a wide dive radius there. He doesn't let much by him. And Yoshi going to use his star hit. He doesn't do that often. And he's going to be thrown out. The Critter redirects the egg there to Waluigi, who tosses him out, and that was a nice play by the Spitballs defense. Magikoopa armed with a nasty curve and a high changeup, more like an Ephus pitch. Birdo now going to use her star. And once again going to find the glove of Waluigi, who puts away 2 star hits from the lips. It's not often that Yoshi's fails. It more often goes for a double than an out, but Birdo struggles from time to time with her star pitch. Generally, she's better swinging for the fences. Top of the lineup here for the Spitballs here in the 5th. Wiggler leads off. He's going to swing for the fences. Generally not his game. He's an excellent slap hitter. Most of his outs are when he tries to go yard. He'll strike out there. Hannah's played on a number of small fields this season. It kind of shows up in her low double and triple total. In fact, she doesn't have a single triple this season. A Waluigi star hit going to find the gap right by Birdo. She probably could have made the grab there, but it goes right under her feet. A starred Blue Critter now with 1 on can cut the lead by 2 more. He has 4 home runs this season. Instead, he's going to star hit out to center field, and that's going to be caught by Blue Toad. Going to send him back a mile. So a waste of an at-bat there from Blue Critter. Generally, he's much better than that. Going to rely on the former Justin player Minion. Minion, selected in the draft by Hannah in Season 3, not retained by Justin, but was his me of choice last season as PD Piranha gets the out at second. We're going to see the 8-9-1 hitters come to the plate for the Lips. The 9-1-2 hitters. And Toadette 1 for 2 today. I can't speak enough about how much she's improved this season. Batting .583 when she was least valuable player candidate through the first 2 seasons. She has 8 RBIs, 21 hits, 2 doubles. She even goes into pitch. Right there, she's going to find Waluigi's glove. Red Toad's going to hit that to center field, and Bowser's angry. That could go deep enough. No, it's going to be off the wall. A double there. Red Toad been excellent in the 1 spot starting off the game. Continuing that usually is Yellow Pianta. Not this game, of course. That just lofts it over the shortstop there if he doesn't get thrown out at first, which he does. Lazy running there from the big guy. The runner on third, that's a strike that goes through Blue Toad's head. And will be an RBI single. That makes it 9-3, Lips. So who's it going to be? It will be Minion. So we no longer have chemistry in left field. That could be dangerous with Petey coming up to bat next. So there are 2 outs. but the Spitballs could not get out of it. Starred PD Piranha up to bat. He's used a star hit. He's done a not a lot, and that is also going to be not a lot. It'll be a single, bases loaded for the Grinch coming up. The Grinch, by far, the weakest hitter on this Lip squad. Though he does bat .417. That's up the middle, caught by Blue Shy Guy. They're going to strand 3 here today in the top of the 6th. The Justin Lips by far the scoringest team in the Super Sluggers Association. 17.8 runs per game. Of course, I have to say every time I bring up that stat, mightily aided by that game against Irene, 39-0. Good play there from Yoshi. If you do remove that strong outlier, it goes down to 14.3 runs per game, a more manageable feat. Minion pitching to Yoshi here. Berto gets her second star hit of the day. It's going to go a little bit better than her first. I think that's a matter of the boo more than her hit. Runners are going to be at the corners for Toadette. Toadette gonna hit that to straightaway center. Bowser's angry. It's not deep enough to be a home run. No, it's caught by Blue Shy Guys. So Yoshi tags up. An amazing play by the center fielder there to save a couple runs, possibly.
What up, sluggers?
What is up, my slugger? So Yellow Pianta coming up to bat. Petey sits just 3 batters away. Hannah in a very dangerous situation. She's going to need to try and get out of this inning. Toad going to be caught out on the base paths there. Couldn't run because it might have been caught.
Justin, did you see Parker Messick sold a no?
I did see he had it through 8 innings, yeah.
He sold it.
Alright, top of the 8th here. The Lips up 10-3, though Hannah has scored some runs. Currently 5th in the league and runs for. Yellow Toad going to get on base there for PD Piranha, who's had a very bad game so far today. Very unlike him. The pressure of trying to chase that home run title maybe getting to him a little bit. He's going to send that to left field. If it's fair, it's gone. But it'll be foul. There is no chemistry out in left field either. Instead, he's going to star hit for the 3rd time this game and be caught for the 3rd time this game. PD Piranha just 1 for 5. And likely out of chances to add to his home run total. So with 2 games left to play, he will be 4 behind the all-time record. He was on pace up to this point. Two innings here for Hannah to try and come back into this game. Currently down 7. She is good for about 10 runs a game. Of course, that 28-run affair against Taylor, a major outlier in that statistic. Blue Critter with the star, finally going to hit it deep. Will it be too deep? No, it'll be caught by Blue Toad. Nice play in the outfield from the Toads. Minion going to send that to right field. I don't think Blue Toad's going to get there in time. If it's far enough, it's gone. And it is a 2-run home run for Minion. Cuts the lead to 5 here in the bottom of the 8th. Minion, a strong contender for me of the year. He has 4 home runs, just as many as Blue Critter. That might be the most home runs by a me in a season. I'll have to check the stats, but 4 seems like a big amount. Yoshi comes in to pitch. Yoshi has a 3.75 ERA. That currently the best among qualified pitchers. Blue Pianta going to get caught out on the base paths there. So the Lips do have 4 pitchers. They can go deep. Birdo going to make a grab there. So the Spitballs add on 2. The Lips with 1 more chance. They're currently up 5, 8, 9, or 7, 8, 9 hitters up to bat. Yoshi will lead off this inning. Yoshi has not had a triple this season for all of his speed. He will send that ball deep to left. Actually, might have a play on it. No, foul. All right, Birdo comes up to bat now. Yoshi gonna steal? And that's a stolen base! You don't see that very often. Yoshi steals second there. And Birdo gonna send that deep. It looks like Yoshi will want to tag up here. The incredible speed by Yoshi. He's gonna reach third. So a little bit of small ball here for the Lips, known for their PD Piranha home run hitting. Toadette's going to pop that ball up. I don't know if the fireball's going to get there in time. It won't. So going to rely on Red Toad here. Has 8 RBIs coming into this game. That'll make it 9. And Yellow Pianta going to smack that to deep right field. They're not going to get back for that in time. A 2-run shot for Yellow Pianta. That's his first home run of the season. So we thought Hannah was making a little bit of a comeback here. But back to 7 runs is the lead. 8 runs now. Blue Toad going to rear back that into center field. Looks like Blue Shy Guy might have a play on it. He loses it with the boo, and that's a triple for Blue Toad. Bring up Yellow Toad, who has had an impressive batting average this season. Up the middle, so it looks like Petey's going to get one more chance at a home run here. And a fresh Sands comes into pitch. Petey Piranha's used 3 star hits so far this game. He's been caught out on all of them. Gonna smack that to deep right field. There is chemistry out there. And that caught by Blue Shy Guy. So Petey Piranha goes 1 for 6 in this game today. Very uncommon for him since he's been batting .762 this season. All right, down 9. The Spitballs are going to have to put in some work. Yoshi going to try and close this game. Early out there. A nice play from Birdo. Birdo has had an excellent game today in the field. Oh. Would have been impressive from Yellow Toad, not known for his arm. We're going to see if Wiggler wants to try and go yard here, if he's happy and satisfied with just slapping. He will slap, and that'll be a single. So, one batter away from a starred blue critter. Waluigi not going to use a star hit here, though he probably could. Looks like he's going to charge up one here. Piranha grabs it, so Waluigi going to be thrown out at first. And now runners on second and third. Blue Critter represents the final out. Use a star hit here. That was definitely a mistake. Blue Toad going to catch that ball. It's a 14-5 game for the Justin Lips, who clinch the Eastern Division with that victory. MVP going to go to Yellow Toad. Don't see that very often. Good for him. 14-5. What that does, I believe, as well as clinching the East, Harrison currently sits at 5-2. Harrison plays Noah coming up after this. Justin would lock in a first round bye should that game go Noah's way.